Hallo, guten Abend. Okay. Yeah. Am I audible?
Guten Abend.
Yeah. We'll just wait a couple of minutes for the rest of them also to join in. Okay. I think people are still joining. So I'll just wait another 3, 4 minutes. Okay. And then we can start. Okay. So, okay. Can everybody hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let us start. Just give me one moment. I'll share my screen and then we can go ahead. Okay. So in the previous class that we did um, yeah, we did Wayfrage. Okay, so Wayfrage, wo was, okay, sorry, we did was Welsh. Okay, yeah, we did was Welsh, we plus adjective. Okay, so just give me 1 minute. I'll share my screen. We'll just recap it first, whatever we had done in the previous class, and then we will go ahead. Okay, all right, just give me 1 minute. Okay. Today's 27. Okay, just a moment. Okay, just a moment. Let me just share my screen and then we can start. So we started with Wayfrager yesterday. Sorry, the day before. Okay, so we happened with Wayfragen begonnen. Okay, so we did Wavewater. Okay, so we haven't done verschiedene Wavewater schon gelernt. We did different kinds of Wavewater. Okay, so just a minute. Just share screen. All right. So we did different kinds of Wayfrager. Okay, so we started with Was also. So, yeah. So this is what we started with. We started with was. Okay. Yeah. Klar? Also. So was. Okay. We also. Then we plus adjective. Okay. Then Welsh. Okay. So every Fraga word that we have, every Fraga word has a particular context, okay, or has a specific context. So zum Beispiel, was benutzen wir, wenn wir über oder wenn wir nach neue Information fragen. That is when you want to ask or when you want to seek new information. Okay, so zum Beispiel, was liest du, was hörst du, okay, was magst du. Okay, so these are information is the these are information that is neu. That is, you are talking of new information. Okay, then we went to V. Okay, V is description. Okay, that is, V is talking about description. That is when we are talking of describing something. So say for example, if we are talking of a book. Okay, so zum Beispiel, wie ist das Buch? Man kann sagen, ja, das Buch ist sehr interessant. So you can say, yeah, the book is interesting, it is not interesting, it is boring. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, so das ist dann die Bedeutung von wie. Okay, then we did we specific to an adjective. Okay, das heißt wie plus adjective. So zum Beispiel wie viel, wie lang, wie groß. Any adjective that you have, you use it with we. Okay, so here your description becomes specific. Your description becomes specific to the Frage word. Okay, so zum Beispiel wie viel kostet etwas. Okay, so that is then V. V plus adjective. That is, V is description, but when your description gets more specific, in that case we use V plus adjective. Okay, and then lastly we used Welsh. Okay, so Welsh haben wir benutzt als zum Beispiel Typ, as type. Okay, that is whenever we talk of the type of something. Okay, whenever we talk of the type of something, so for example, we are talking of the type of book you are reading, type of tea you are drinking, type of car you are driving. Okay, so every time we are stating a tube, okay, every time we are stating a type of something, in that context you will use Welsh. Clear? Also verstanden? So das ist dann wie. Okay, was we plus adjective und which. Okay, so anybody has any questions pertaining to this? Any doubts? Is etwas nicht klar? Anything that is not clear to you? Yeah, alles okay? So far good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Alright. Now today we will be moving on to three new Fragewörter. Okay, so wir gehen jetzt weiter zu drei neue Fragewörter. Okay, diese Fragewörter sind wo, woher und wohin. Okay, ja. So diese Fragewörter sind wo, woher und wohin. Okay, now when we did self-introduction, no? When we did Fragen, wie zum Beispiel, woher kommen Sie, okay, oder wo wohnen Sie, alright. So the important thing to note here is, firstly, again, your translations are not gonna work. Okay, because if you translate it to English, everywhere you will get the Frage what where, no? So if I frame a question in English, I will have, okay, where do you live? Where do you come from? Both both the cases that we will have will use actually where. Okay, Aber auf Deutsch gibt es drei Formen von wer. That is, there are actually three types of wer that you can have. Eins ist wo, zwei ist woher, drei ist wohin. So wir sehen das, how are they different from each other? That is, in what context do we use wo, in what context do we use woher, and in what context do we use wohin. Okay, so in our introduction, okay, we have done two questions. Das heißt, we did wo, woher, okay, das ist wo wohnen Sie und woher kommen Sie. Okay, so here you have to understand the difference between when do we use woher and when do we use wo. So if you see at the end here, we have a symbol. So first we start with wo. Okay, we're beginning yet Smith wo. If you see, there is a symbol here which is a dot. Okay, so this is basically the diagrammatic representation or the diagrammatic depiction that you have of wo, woher, and wohin. Okay, so if you see, wo is represented by this dot. Okay, this dot over here. Klar? So was bedeutet das? Wo spricht über eine Position? Okay, so was bedeutet eine Position? Okay, what do you understand by yes, we are talking of a position or we are talking of a place? Okay, so when something is situated or something is located at one place, okay, where you are talking of the physical location or the physical position of something. Clear? For example, when we use the verb wohnen, okay, when we use the verb wohnen, we ask the question wo wohnen Sie? All right. Now, why is it that we used wo here? Okay, what does wo represent here? So, wo benutzen wir, wenn wir über einen Ort sprechen oder wenn wir über eine Position sprechen. That is, when we talk of a place or a position where something is fixed. So, if I ask you wo wohnen Sie, wohnen means you are living at a particular place. No, you don't go out moving from place to place. So right now you are at one position. Or where I want to know, let's say, what your current position is for that matter. So I can use the verb sein. Okay, wir können hier das Verb sein benutzen. So zum Beispiel, wo bist du? Oder wo sind sie? So you can give me different answers. Somebody can say, yeah, I'm at work. Somebody can say, okay, I'm at home. Somebody can say, I am at college or at the university. Okay, somebody can say, I'm sitting in a library. That becomes your location or that becomes your position. Okay, similarly you can have that kind of position also for non-living things. So let's say you kept your phone somewhere. I need to know the exact position or the exact location of there of that. Okay, so ich kann dann einfach fragen, okay, wo ist das Handy? Okay, or let's say you have parked your car. I need to know, or I want to park my car. I need to know where to park. That is, where is the place? Okay, so in dem Fall benutze ich dann die Frage, okay, wo parke ich? Okay, oder wo parkst du? Parken is a regular verb. So ich parke, du parkst, SDS parkt und so weiter. So die Frage hier ist nochmals, okay, wo parkst du oder wo parke ich? Klar? So the question that you have here is pertaining to wo. So mit wo sprechen wir über die Position. That is, you are always talking of a position over here, like a fixed position or a location. So that is why that dot. Okay, so die erste Frage war, wo wohnst du? Ich wohne in Hamburg. Oder wo kaufst du Milch? Now I am using the verb kaufen, but I want to know the position. Okay, so the position where I buy milk. Now, so das ist wo. In Supermarkt zum Beispiel, okay, online oder zum Beispiel im Geschäft, like if you go to a shop, im Laden oder so. So das ist dann Position. So when you talk of a place or a position which is fixed, you're talking from a point of view of being there. In that case, it is gonna be wo. Klar? So wo kaufst du die Milch? Ich kaufe Milch im Supermarkt. Klar? Verstanden? Ist wo okay? Anybody has any questions so far? Any doubts? Alles okay? Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think your chats are not enabled, no? Yeah, just have.
Sorry to disturb you, ma'am,
Yeah, it's
but
okay.
there is a lot of disturbing noise coming from your end.
Yeah, is it happening with everybody? Can you all hear me clearly or no?
Yes. All clear here.
Clear, no? There's no disturbance, no? Okay. You might want to try joining back in. Probably just check your speaker if the voice is echoing or something like that, or just join back into the meeting. Okay. Might be
Okay,
some
ma'am.
network issue. Yeah. All right. Clear? So das ist wo. Okay. Danach kommen wir zur woher. Okay. Now, if you want to just remember it, you will understand that woher we usually use with common. Okay. So the best suited verb when we use woher is common. So deshalb die Frage, woher kommen Sie? Okay, but understand why do we use woher and what does woher signify, because if there is some outside chance where you are using some other verb with woher, you need to know what the context is. So if you see woher is marked with an incoming arrow, okay, so you can see a dot. Okay, this is your current location or your current position. Woher is marked with an incoming arrow. See, you're coming in towards your current place or position. So woher is used when you are firstly not stationary, you are moving. Okay, so that is the difference. So when you are speaking, when you are writing, you need to think of all of these things. Okay, because if I say wo kommen Sie, this is falsch. Es ist immer woher kommen Sie. Das is herkommen. Herkommen is basically to come from. Okay, so when you are talking of woher, you are at a current location. Okay, but I am interested in knowing how did you make it here. Okay, where was your last place? How have you come here, or where have you come from? In a way, there is absolutely no accurate English meaning to this, so we have to understand the context here more importantly. Okay, so there are two examples here. Okay, so I am asking where are you coming from, but this is herkommen means you're closing in, you're moving in towards your current location. Okay, so say for example, ihr wohnt jetzt in Deutschland. Okay, a lot of you are already living in Deutschland. Now, as a part of introduction, when this question gets asked, zum Beispiel, woher kommst du oder woher kommen Sie, the question is asking, where are you originally from? That is, right now you are here, aber woher kommst du? So man kann sagen, ja, ich komme aus Deutschland oder ich komme aus Indien. You can also use cities here, like we had discussed in that class. That is, if your nationality is very clear, ich komme aus Indien, but then you start bifurcating within. Okay, ich komme zum Beispiel aus Hamburg oder ich komme aus Berlin. Das ist auch richtig. That is, where are you originally from or where is your origin from? Okay, so where are you coming from? So that is why that incoming arrow, that is you're moving in or you're coming in towards your present location or present place. Okay. Now, similarly, just like you have an origin, you can have a non-living thing that can have an origin too. No? So, for example, ich komme aus Indien, aber ich bringe zum Beispiel eine Flasche Wein. Okay, if I'm carrying a bottle of wine, and you want to know, okay, where is this wine from? So I can say, okay, their wine is aus Italian. That is, I can say, yeah, the wine is from Italy, maybe. Okay, or das Bier ist aus Deutschland. Okay, so you are talking about, sorry, you're talking about that coming from somewhere or that moving in from somewhere. Verstehen Sie? So das ist woher kommen. So woher kommt etwas bedeutet, where is it from? Okay, It could be for anything. Let's say I grow vegetables. Okay, where is it? Yeah, it is in my backyard or it is in my garden. That is also okay. So it doesn't always have to be a name of the place or a city. No. Okay, it can also work like that. Okay, so woher kommt das? Okay, das kommt aus zum Beispiel meinem Garten oder kommt aus Indien, kommt aus Italien. Okay, this is one context of it though. Okay, another example is you asking the same question, but you need to understand the context of this. Let's just say, okay, so for example, we are talking of, let's say, ein Freund hat ein Party. Okay, so you can say that yes, you have a friend and your friend has a party, for example. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so then you are uh, probably invited to a party. Okay, the party begins 6 Uhr. So let's say the party starts at 6 o'clock. Okay, also, but you reach there at say 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. That's why you come a little bit late. Okay, now in this context, somebody asks you, okay, woher kommst du? Now you don't have to say ich komme aus Indien. Na, because das ist eine falsche Antwort. Ich komme jetzt nicht aus Indien. I'm not coming from India right now. So where is the last place where you were? You could be probably at school. You could be at work. You could be uh, in a supermarket. You could be at some movie. Okay, so in that case what you can do is you can simply mention the last position that you were at. So you're late to a party, somebody asks you, okay, where comes to, you don't have to always answer it with ishkama aus Indian. Okay, maybe you're coming from the bank, maybe you're coming from the supermarket, so you can say ishkama ja aus der bank. Ich komme zum Beispiel aus der Schule, is coming from the school. So any of these answers is okay. All right. What you have to understand is that you have to understand the context of it. Okay, so du musst jetzt diesen Kontext verstehen. You have to understand if your woher is asking you about, okay, your woher is asking you about your nationality, your woher is asking you, your woher is asking you about the last place you were at. Okay, and accordingly you have to answer. But the statement says the same. Ich komme aus. Okay, so the difference between wo and woher is that wo is stationary. Wo is your current location or your current position. So Beispiel, wo bist du? Aber ich bin hier jetzt, aber woher kommst du? Das ist that incoming arrow. Okay, so where am I coming to this place from, or how am I reaching here? So that is your woher. Understood the difference between wo and woher? Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
clear? Also, now it has a third part, okay, which we haven't seen any question yet. But before that, we'll take a look at the examples. Okay, so woher kommst du? Ich komme aus Indien. Das haben wir schon gelernt. Woher kommt das Bier? Das Bier kommt aus Deutschland. Okay, und danach, woher kommt Erik? Erik kommt aus der Bank. Okay, so in both these cases, it is correct. We will be practicing some exercises later on when we do more of prepositions. So you learn this more in detail when you are using here in Hamburg, in Supermarkt, aus Indien, aus der Bank. Okay, so when we do these, we will be doing some additional exercises where you'll understand this even better. Okay, because there are a lot of concepts which will be based on these questions, wo, woher and wohin. So there is a lot of repetition of these questions also that will happen later. Clear? Also, danach kommen wir zu der dritte Frage, das ist wohin. Now basically if you join this together, no, this is actually one diagram. Okay, This is your wo, which is given as a dot. How you arrive there, this is your woher. Okay, this is your woher, your incoming arrow. And this is your wohin. That is, when if you see your arrow here is outward. Okay, you are moving away from the current place or the current position that you are. Okay, so you are moving away from the current place or the current position you are at. So this is hingehen. Okay, if you are living in small pockets of Germany now, they will not use woher and wohin. The way they question is wo kommen sie her, or wo comes do hair. So they break that wo hair and the hair goes at the end. So okay, so hair common and hin gain is what represents that woher and wohin. Okay, so wohin is basically wohin gains. So wherever you have verbs which shows outward movement, that is, you are leaving the place you are at to go to some other place. Okay, so in that case, that is going to be, okay, clear, that is gonna be wohin. Okay, so that is, you are right now at home, for example. Okay, you are at home right now. This is your position 1, that is, you are at right now. My question is, where comes do means you will say, okay, you at home right now, but where are you coming from? So you could be coming from the university, you could be coming from work, and so on. But the next frage here is wohin gehen Sie? I'm so sorry. Just give me a moment. Yeah, wohin gehen Sie? Okay, oder wo gehen Sie hin? So hingehen or hinfahren means to go away. So that is why that hin gets added to your wo and your question becomes wohin. That is, you're moving from place A to place B. Okay, so usually verbs which indicate movements. Okay, that is verben wie gehen, fahren, reisen, which is to travel. Okay, then you have verbs like fliegen, which is to fly. Okay, learn all these verbs as we go ahead. Okay, wherever you say that a person is moving from A to B, that is, you're going from place A to place B, and there is outward movement. That is, yeah, right now I am here. Now I am moving in this direction. So the word that we use here very importantly is, if you want, you can write it down. Okay, this is what is eine Richtung. Richtung is basically to assume a direction. Okay, so when wir über eine Richtung sprechen, that is when we talk of a direction. Okay, klar? So das ist dann, also das ist dann eine Richtung. So die Frage ist, wohin? Okay, so wo fährst du? Okay, wohin gehst du? So wohin fährst du? Okay, das ist die richtige Frage. I have a question here which says wo and fahren we don't use together. If you interchange these questions in and the context is not correct, it is basically wrong. So I cannot use wo with fahren. I can't say fahren Sie oder wo fährst du oder wo fährt er. Das ist immer wohin. Warum hin? That hin adds that movement. Okay, so wo is situative, wo is position or location, woher is how or from where you arrive at that current location basically, and wohin is leaving that and going somewhere. So wohin gehst du zum Beispiel, ich gehe ins Restaurant. Okay, so wohin gehst du, ich gehe ins Restaurant. Wohin fährt er? Er fährt nach Deutschland. So if here you use wo, that hin colloquially goes at the end, but you cannot make a question without that hin. So this is wohin fahren Sie, wohin laufen Sie. Okay, gehen, fahren, laufen. Okay, all of these verbs. Okay, where you see movement going from place A to place B. Schwimmen. Okay, schwimmen is to swim. So you go from place A to place B. Okay, you're physically no longer restricted at one place. Okay, that is gonna be your wohin. So this is wo, woher und wohin. Klar? Haben Sie Fragen? Anybody has any questions so far? Any doubts?
Uh, Ma'am, can you please show me the example of O? Wo.
Wo. Okay. Alright. 1 second. So wo is this position.
Okay.
Okay. So wo ist Position. So zum Beispiel wo bist du? Okay. Oder zum Beispiel wo wohnst du? Okay. We have done the verb arbeiten. Na? Arbeiten is to work. Okay.
Yes.
If I'm asking you the place where you work, so the Frage dann is dann wo arbeitest du? So anytime I'm asking for a position, so zum Beispiel wo bist du? Wo bist du bedeutet where are you right now? So I'm talking of your current position. So position is wo, and then this is woher and wohin. So coming in towards that position or leaving that position and going somewhere. So that is that woher und wohin. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Any questions? Any doubts so far? Alles okay? Yeah. All right. Okay. Understood? Okay. All right. So now we will go ahead with the next set of questions. Okay. But before we go ahead, anybody has any problem here? This is clear. Are you all okay to go ahead, or you all just need 2 minutes to go through everything that we have done? Okay, I am uploading everything simultaneously on your worksheet. So if you have your uh, document open, you will see that I am updating it right away. So basically whatever we have done so far, everything is updated like in the today's class. You have examples for wo, woher, wohin, alles is shown there. So if you need a moment, we can just wait till you all go through everything that we have done in the last class and the next class. If not, then we can go ahead. Yeah, gehen wir weiter oder you all want to, you all need a couple of minutes to just go through. Yeah. Yeah. Shall we move on? Yeah, nine, nine. Anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Should we go ahead? Okay, all right. Now, next we go to our next set of questions. Okay, so the questions that we did right now, diese Frage sind W-Fragen. So what I said here was that these are open-ended questions. Na? Open-ended questions bedeutet, I have no idea what the person is going to answer. Okay? So was trinkst du, was hörst du, was liest du, wie ist das Buch und so weiter. Okay, this is one way of asking questions. That is, I straight up go and ask direct questions saying, yeah, was ist das oder was magst du oder woher kommst du und so weiter. But there is another way of asking questions. These questions are close-ended questions. Okay, close-ended questions meaning the person answering does not have much of an option. Okay, the person who is answering does not have much option here. They only have two answers which are possible, yeah or a nein. That is, either you can say a yes or you can say a no. That's all. Okay, that's all there is no other possible answer. So your question is basically framed in such a way where you can either answer in the form of a yes, okay, or you can answer in the form of a no. Okay, now let's understand what this context is and how do we make these kind of questions. Okay, so now let's say you see a water bottle in my hand, or let's say a bottle in my hand. Okay, The action that you see here, every time I open this bottle and I drink something, the action here is trinken. Okay, das ist trinken. If you want to make a Wayfrage, like I don't want to think what she's drinking, let's just ask. No? So when you want to make a direct question and make a Wayfrage, okay, you want to make a Wayfrage, at that time you will just say was trinkst du? Na? Simple. Clear? So the Frage here is was trinkst du? Okay, clear? And you will wait for my answer. So the answer that yeah, Frage, yeah. Also, so I would either say was trinkst du and you will wait for my answer. So yeah. Sorry. Okay. So you see me drinking something, you simply ask me, okay, was trinkst du? And you wait for my answer. So I might say, ich trinke Wasser, okay, ich trinke Saft. For example, I'm drinking some kind of juice, I'm drinking cold drink, anything. Okay. So the options here are multiple because you are giving me the question which is open ended and you are asking, okay, was trinkst du? Okay, so I can give any possible answer. I can say either I'm drinking water, I am drinking a cold drink, so on and so on. Okay, yeah. However, there is another way in which you can ask me this question. Okay, now how is that? Is you see the same action again. I am opening this bottle. The action here is drinking. Okay, but now you don't want to ask me vast things too. Okay, you have somewhere assumed in your mind that this is water that I am drinking. Okay, and now you want to confirm it. Is it water or no? So, am I drinking water? Yes or no? That is the kind of question that you will present to me now. That is, I don't really want to know exactly what she is drinking. I assume it is water. Okay, but now your question presented to me is such that it is a close-ended question. That is, my option is only to either say a yes or a no because you are asking me, are you drinking water or not? Or are you drinking water? So I can either say yes, I can either say no. Okay, maybe even if it is not water. Okay, I am not presented an open ended question where I can say, was drinks do? Okay, maybe I'm drinking coffee. Okay, but the question now will be formed in such a way where it becomes a close ended question. So, where you are just asking me, are you drinking water or no? Okay, so this again can be done with any word. Okay, I meet somebody, I assume they live in Berlin for no reason. I just feel like, yeah, do you live in Berlin or no? Do you live in Berlin? So the person is presented with only two options, yeah or a nein. So these are Fragen, these close-ended questions that we have, these are Fragen sind Ja, Nein Fragen. Okay, so the questions that we make here, okay, these are Fragen sind Ja, Nein Fragen. That is, I either answer it in the form of a yes, okay, or it is answered in the form of a no. Okay, that's it. So die Antworten sind ja oder nein. Okay, die Antwort ist ja oder nein. Verstanden? So now Ja-Nein-Fragen haben eine oder Ja-Nein-Fragen haben eine sie haben eine andere Struktur. They have an other or a different structure. Okay, so W-Wörter, Verb steht auf Position 2. Ne? W-Wort Position 1, Verb steht auf Position 2. Mit Ja-Nein-Fragen steht das Verb auf Position 1. That is, your question is going to be such that it is going to start directly with the word. Okay. Now, again, we have learned that we do not have any continuous tense here. There is no concept of are you drinking, are you eating, do you want to drink? Nein. Okay? Mit Jana Fragen steht das Verb immer auf Position 1. Okay? So das Verb here steht auf Position 1. So if you want to make a Ja-Nein-Frage with the verb trinken, asking what it is in terms of a Ja or a Nein-Frage, die Frage ist, trinkst du Wasser? Ja, ich trinke Wasser. Okay? Ebenso hier. Trinkt Milch? Ja, trinkt Milch. So again, what is what is marked there in the red? That is your error. Bist du trinken Milch? Are you drinking milk? I'm not kidding. I have just actually picked this up from students. It's not like I've thought of it and made it. When you get habituated to talking like that, it's very difficult to come back to speaking grammatically correctly. That is why time and again I'm just warning you. I've put up as much as possible in the notes that I'll share with you that never speak this way. If accidentally you hear yourself speaking like that, or let's say a friend speaking like that, just correct them and correct yourself, because this is not the correct way to talk. Okay. Oder bist du trinken Milch? Sometimes students know that yeah, you have to conjugate the trinken per se. Then what to do? That are you drinking? They go and conjugate that word. So das ist eine falsche Methode. Das ist ein falscher Way. You're not supposed to be speaking like that. There is no continuous. So at one position will you never find two verbs. Are you drinking? Are you eating? Are you sleeping? Nein. Okay, verb direct of position 1 and conjugated. Okay, nothing is gonna work without a conjugation. So trinkst du Wasser? Trinkt Milch? Gehen wir ins Kino? Okay, Kino is a cinema hall, a movie theater. So I want to say, okay, let us go for a movie. And say, yeah, gehen wir ins Kino? Ja oder nein? Okay, ebenso. Wohnst du in Berlin? Okay, ja, ich wohne in Berlin. Okay, kommst du aus Deutschland? Ja, ich komme aus Deutschland. Verstanden? Ja oder nein? Anybody has any questions here? Any doubts? Alles okay? Alles klar?
So,
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am.
yeah, yeah, would a 9 is the open-ended question, right? I mean,
Close-ended.
we get the answer.
Yes or no? Close-ended. Either yes or no.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Open-ended is
Close-ended, you said like we don't have, okay, we have just limited options.
yeah, you either say yes or no. You just have a 50% chance of your question being accurate in terms of you want to know some kind of information, but you're just giving the person an option. Say yes or no. So we say no, like it's a yes and no question. Don't explain.
Yeah, 9
A lot of
Praga,
times,
yeah.
yeah. So a lot of time when you're communicating and you ask, should we like watch this movie? And somebody just says, yeah, maybe this, that. You're like, no, just say yes or no. So that is this kind of a question. It's closed ended. If you want to know information, you can ask vast things too. So then you give the other person a chance. Like you don't know. You're not assuming what that person is eating or drinking, for example. But these are Fragen, they are close-ended. Close-ended, why? There are only two options. Either say yes or no, like that. Okay? Clear?
Open-ended, like what you are drinking, that
Yeah,
thing.
open-ended is you answer. I don't know what you're gonna answer. Like that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Sure.
Clear?
Thanks.
Understood? Okay. Okay. Anybody else has any other questions here? No? All is okay? Okay, super. Now if you see, sorry, all the three answers that I have given, okay, they are all yeah answers. That is, I have said yes, yes, yes everywhere. Okay, klar? Trinkt Milch? Ja, trinkt Milch. Okay. Wohnst du in Berlin? Ja, ich wohne in Berlin. Okay. Then, for example, kommst du aus Deutschland? Ja, ich komme aus Deutschland. So everywhere that we have, we are giving yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are the answers. Okay. But what if I want to say no? Somebody asks me, wohnst du in Berlin? What if I do not live in Berlin? Na? I am saying that, yeah, I am not living in Berlin. So, here now we will move on to the next topic. That is the Negationen. That is, we sagen wir Nein. So, you can't just say Nein and leave it. Na? So, if you ask me, trinkst du Wasser? I say Nein and I just let it go. I have to carry on the communication further. So, here what we learn is we learn Negationen. We learn negations. Okay. Now, negation is divided majorly into two categories. One is negation of nouns, that is Negation von Nomen, which we will be learning next week or probably in the next couple of classes. Okay. And then you have negation of every other grammar concept. So negation of verbs, negation of adjective, negation of prepositionen, negation of pronouns. Everything that you want to negate is negated only with one word, and that is nicht. Okay. However, nicht cannot be used with nouns. That's the only rule. Okay. So how to negate nouns we will learn later. We'll probably learn it in Friday's class if I'm not wrong. Okay. So negation you will learn later, like how to say I am not drinking water, for example. Okay. That's how want to negate a noun here. How do I say that? So das lernen wir später. Okay. Nomen lernen wir später. That is nouns. How to negate nouns we will learn later. What we are learning now here is how to negate everything else. Das ist Negation von Verben, Adjektiven. Okay. Und es gibt nur ein Wort hier, das ist nicht. Okay. So nicht usually works as an opposite to what you are trying to say. Okay. Ich koche means I'm cooking. Ich koche. Kochen. Ich koche nicht bedeutet I'm not doing that action. Okay. Okay. Ich esse. Ich esse nicht. Ich wohne nicht. Komme nicht. Okay, so this is with Verben. Mit Adjektiven kann man sagen. If you ask me, wie geht's? If I'm doing fine, I'll say, yeah, es geht mir gut. But if I'm not doing fine, actually, I'll say, nein, es geht mir nicht gut. So, gut und nicht gut, das sind a Gegenteil. They work as opposites. Okay, so adding nicht to any word other than a noun negates it. Okay, if you use it with prepositions, say for example, we're talking of days. Okay, so if you see here below, we can see days are always given with am. Okay, so man sagt am Montag, am Dienstag, am Mittwoch, am Donnerstag, am Wochenende. Na? So das ist immer am. Months and seasons are given with im. Okay, so im Januar, im April, im Sommer, im Herbst und so weiter. So das ist then im, that is in this particular month. Okay, if I added I add nicht to it, it becomes negative. Okay, so sehen Sie mal hier. Wohnst du in Paris? When you say ja, das ist dann yes, you live there. Na? So you can say ja, ich wohne in Paris. But if you do not live in Paris, then the Antwort is nein, ich wohne nicht in Paris. Zum Beispiel, ich wohne in Berlin. Now, it's not compulsory to negate and use nicht all the time. Okay, you can say wohnst du in Paris? Okay, you can say nein, ich wohne in Berlin. Das ist auch okay. Well, these are just alternative. They are like contextual. You make your judgment. Should I say nicht? Okay, sometimes I just say nein, ich wohne nicht in Paris. Depends on the context. Okay, kommst du aus Japan? If you actually are from Japan, of course you'll say ja, ich komme aus Japan. But if you're not from there, then you can say nein, ich komme nicht aus Japan. Okay, ich komme aus Indien oder ich komme aus China, ich komme aus Deutschland. So we'll be learning that today. Okay, countries and languages. Okay, yeah. I think we've already done, no? Countries and languages. I'm guessing we've finished countries and languages. Yeah. Okay, klar. Then, is the pizza lekker? Okay, lekker is tasty. Okay, so I'm saying, is the pizza lekker? Lekker is tasty. So if I find it is tasty, I'll say yeah, the pizza is lekker. If I feel it is not tasty, then I'll say nein, the pizza is nicht lekker. Okay, so the pizza is lekker, the pizza is nicht lekker. Okay, klar? Also, then weiter, is das Haus klein? Okay, klein means is it small? Okay, groß und klein. Okay, so below I have mentioned some adjectives. We'll come to that. Ist das Haus klein? Nein, das Haus ist nicht klein. So you can say das Haus is groß. So these are all adjectives. Klein, opposite is groß. That is small and big. Lang and kurz. So lang is long, kurz is short. Okay. Then alt, neu, alt, jung. Alt is old. So old has two opposites. Now either with persons you will say old and young. This is alt und jung. Okay. And then we have alt und neu. That is something is old or something is new. Okay. Then weiter we have gut und schlecht. So gut, nicht gut, that is bad. Your answer here is schlecht. So this is gut und schlecht. Okay. And then hat man hier einfach oder schwer. Einfach is something is easy. Okay, schwer is something is difficult. So Deutsch ist einfach oder Deutsch ist schwer. Klar? Also, so das kann man auch so. Okay. Now we come to the negation of these prepositions. Okay, so we have learned the days now: Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag und so weiter. Das sind alle Tage, they are all days. Okay, or we have learned months, that is Januar, February, März, April, Mai und so weiter. So they are all months, like days and months. But when you're talking of something taking place on this day, let's say I'm telling you the classes on these days, or let's go for a picnic on these days. So when you're stating something taking place on that particular day or in that particular month, you need a suitable pronoun. You need a suitable preposition usually. Okay. Now we learn this more in detail as we go ahead, but for now, when we start communicating, we need to remember that the preposition that we use with days are So when something is happening on a Monday, let's just say we have a class on a Monday. So this is am Montag. Okay. Am Montag, am Dienstag, am Mittwoch, am Donnerstag, am Freitag, am Sonntag, am Wochenende. So the preposition here is am. That is, you're saying, yeah, you're using the preposition here, that is am. Okay. Similarly, when you talk of months or when you talk of seasons, okay, you talk of months or you talk of seasons, the preposition here is im. Okay, so man sagt im Juli, im Januar, im Herbst, im Winter, im Sommer. So the preposition here is im. Okay, so for example, when you negate it, then you have to use nicht with it. So zum Beispiel treffen wir am Sonntag. Okay, that is, you're talking of something taking place on this particular day. So treffen wir am Sonntag. Man sagt nein, wir treffen nicht am Sonntag, wir treffen am Montag. Okay, oder kommst du im Juli? Nein, ich komme nicht im Juli, ich komme im August. Klar? So das ist dann am und im. So for days it is am, for months it is im. Clear? Verstanden? Yeah, got it? Okay. All right. Okay. Now next is, although we are using this nicht and although we are making let's say negative, okay, we are making negative here, like we are making negative questions over here, or sorry, negative statements over here. This rules of grammatic are going to remain the same. That is, when you make a sentence, okay, when we make a sentence, the verb is going to be at position 2. Okay, so I do not translate like that. I do not live or I do not eat. Okay, that is not going to work. Okay, so it is not ich nicht wohne in Berlin. Okay, das ist ein Fehler. Okay, it is not ich nicht wohne in Berlin. It is ich wohne nicht in Berlin. Verstehen Sie? So, auch wenn man das verneint, also when you are using a negation here, your verb positions have to stay correct. Okay, it doesn't matter you make a longer sentence, shorter sentence, have more parts to it. Okay, your verb here has to stay at position 2. Klar? So, ich nicht wohne in Berlin, das ist falsch. Das ist immer ich wohne nicht in Berlin. And nicht is never used with nouns. So remember, we do not say ich trinke nicht Wasser, ich trinke nicht Milch. Okay, das ist auch falsch. Das ist ein Fehler. It's a mistake. Okay, so how to say I do not drink milk, that we will learn in the classes to come. Okay, probably on Friday. Okay, but here if you see, das ist dann ich trinke nicht Milch, das ist falsch. Ich nicht wohne, ich nicht trinke, that comes from a literal translation of English. I do not live, I do not eat. Okay, so this is a process which you have to throw out. Okay, learn the positions of the verbs, learn the rules, and that is how you will construct your sentences. So verb state of position 2 means regardless of what you are trying to say, regardless of what kind of sentence you are making here or what information you are giving. So see, there are different types of information that is there. No, somewhere you have prepositions, somewhere you have adjectives, somewhere you have some other information that's going to be there, but your word constantly comes at position 2. Klar? So auch mit Negation ist das so. Verstanden? Ja oder nein? Okay. So far good. Anybody has any questions, any doubts, anything not clear? Okay. So we have almost finished the first basic structures of like sentence formation, and I want to do some practice with you all. So next class mostly we will spend solving exercises, practicing exercises. So you all tell me what you all want to do. Do you all want to stop for today? You all want to revise everything that you have done so far, and then we start with the exercises directly on Wednesday? Or do you want to take like a 5-10 minutes break and start with the exercises today on? Yeah. What do you all think? You want to like stop? Want to revise first and then start with the exercises? Okay, all right. So then what
Yes,
we
ma'am.
do is, yeah, okay. So yeah, so what we can do is we will take like I'll just show one, like we'll just play a short video and then we'll end the class. But then I'll not start with the exercises today. It's okay. Take your time. I think I heard most of you all saying let's do it like let's do it in the next class. Like let's start with the exercises in the next class. So we'll do that. But I'll just play like a small video for vocabulary and we'll watch that and we will stop. So we started with that series, no, Mein Weg nach Deutschland. So I'll just play that for you right now. We just watch that and then we can stop. As far as somebody texted me, this is your first class and you need to get added to the group. So I'm not an admin. I cannot add you to the group, I'm guessing. Or, I mean, even if I am the admin, I don't have the authority to add you to the group. So you need to check that with the upgrad teams. Okay. So just tell them that you are not in the group and this is since it's your first class, just make sure that you ask them for the recordings of all of the previous classes and go through the recordings. If you all have any questions, you all can let me know. Okay, so I will not be able to add anybody to the group. You all have to check that with the grad team. So whoever you're coordinating with, just email Haider or Rajat, whoever, and then just ask them to add you to the group. But don't forget to ask them for the recordings from the previous classes also. Okay. Also, so wir sehen jetzt einen kleinen Video. I'll give you the links to both. I think we saw the first video with that woman is on the bus. Okay, so I'll give you the link for that also, and the one that we will be seeing now as well. Okay, so yeah, so just tell me if the audio is clear. Okay, yeah, audible. Yeah, clear. So wir
Yes, ma'am.
sehen jetzt. Okay, yeah, and then.
Ich heiße Nevin.
Kenne ich Sie?
Nein, ich bin neu hier.
Junge Frau, Sie müssen hier aussteigen.
Entschuldigung, ich suche Arbeit. Wohin muss ich gehen?
Wo wohnen Sie denn? Sie müssen die Treppe hoch, 2. Stock, der rechte Gang und dann ganz hinten links. Entschuldigung, Sie müssen sich erst anstellen.
Danke.
Bitte.
Hey, du hast gerade ein Foto gemacht, oder?
Ja, für meine Freunde in der Türkei.
Aber von der Schlange? Du bist neu hier, oder?
Schlange?
Ja, Schlange. Weißt du, so nennt man Menschen, die in einer Reihe stehen. Wie das Tier.
Wie das Tier. Schlange.
Ja,
Schlange.
ich bin übrigens Juna.
Ich heiße Nevin.
Und du bist also aus der Türkei. Und wie lange bist du schon hier?
Seit 2 Wochen. Mein Mann ist Deutscher.
Dann bist du ja wirklich ganz neu. Ich bin schon seit einem Jahr hier.
Und du hast keine Arbeit gefunden?
Doch, doch, ich hatte Arbeit. Aber weißt du...
Der nächste bitte.
Ah, du bist jetzt an der Reihe. Hat mich gefreut, dich kennenzulernen.
Mich auch, Juna.
Viel Erfolg.
Guten Tag. Wie kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Ich suche Arbeit.
Darf ich in Ihren Ausweis sehen? Vielen Dank. Ah, da sind Sie aber falsch hier. Sie müssen in einen anderen Eingangsbereich, gleich um die Ecke. Tut mir leid.
Tschüss, Juna.
Tschüss.
Die Dame da hinten, die war schon eine Stunde markiert.
Alles klar, ich kümmere mich drum. Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Füllen Sie bitte diese Unterlagen so gut es geht aus. Das können Sie hier im Wartebereich machen. Ein Kollege wird Sie dann aufrufen.
Danke.
Bitte schön.
Frau Nevin Kostbrunn, bitte. Frau Kostbrunn?
Josh Kuhn.
Oh, Josh Kuhn. Kommen Sie bitte mit. So, bitte sehr. Es tut mir leid, dass Sie so lange warten mussten, aber am Anfang des Monats dauert es immer etwas länger. Darf ich bitte Ihre Unterlagen sehen? Danke. Nevin, Josh Kuhn, CSKUN und M. Ich sehe, Sie haben in Izmir als Verkäuferin gearbeitet.
Ja. Für...
Kleidung, Sie haben Mode verkauft?
Ja, Mode, genau.
Vielleicht habe ich da etwas für Sie. Kennen Sie sich mit Gemüse aus?
Wie bitte?
Können Sie Gemüse verkaufen?
Ja.
Vielleicht können Sie da nächste Woche bereits anfangen. Hier oben ist der Name des Arbeitgebers. Hier ist eine Stellenbeschreibung und hier sehen Sie die Adresse, wo Sie sich bewerben können. Bitte schriftlich oder per E-Mail mich anrufen. Kein Telefon. Dann schicken Sie bitte ein Foto, ein Lebenslauf und ein kurzes Anschreiben an diese Adresse.
Okay, I'll share the links with you all. If you all want, you all can put English subtitles later on and you all can watch it again. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's the then we'll stop for now. So revise whatever we have done so far. So Wednesday we will be only practicing exercises. Wednesday I'll not be starting with anything new, but we'll be practicing. We'll practice conjugation exercises, Wehfrage, Ja-Nein-Frage, alle zusammen. Okay. Klar, so ja, jetzt das ist alles dann für heute. Okay, so wir treffen uns am Mittwoch. Okay, we'll meet on Wednesday. Okay, also ja, tschüss. Ciao, bis Mittwoch.
Auf Wiederhören.
Ja, auf Wiederhören. Tschüss. Gute Nacht.
Ciao.
Ciao.